Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be doing the Synastry chart between JonBenét Ramsey and her father. I've already done the charts between her and her mother Patsy, as well as the Synastry chart between her and her brother. And the reason why I decided to upload this video of her Synastry chart between her and her father, John, is because I found a lot of things in this compatibility chart that I think I should go over with you. In her natal chart, first of all, her Dejanira, the victim asteroid, opposes her sun, which conjuncts her IC. In a natal chart, the sun represents the father. So in this case, she was a victim of, and it's conjuncting, her sun is conjuncting the IC, so this happens behind the scenes. His Bennet asteroid, that's his middle name, conjuncts her Dejanira, 1 degree. So this is not a coincidence. I plug in PNAs all of the time, which means personal name asteroids, and it never fails to astound me in how accurate and eerie and fateful it is. So, moving along. His Toro conjuncts her north node by 3 degrees. Whatever touches your north node from the other person, you will receive those energies, and it will be the theme of the relationship for you. So in this case, his Toro conjuncting her north node, Tauro's energies have to do with a bully and menacing behavior. His Adrastea and Lachesis asteroids conjuncts her vertex and Bellerophon by 1 degree. That's really tight. Adrastea has to do with childhood abuse and the wounded who do not flee or cannot flee. And Lachesis is a death asteroid that conjuncts her vertex. I've said before, whatever touches your vertex from the other person, those energies you will receive, and it will affect you deeply, because the vertex is a really important point in the compatibility chart. Now, those two asteroids, not only conjuncting her vertex, conjuncts her asteroid Bellerophon, and Bellerophon is an asteroid that has to do with accidents that result in disabilities. His Venus, in his natal chart, opposes an asteroid called Mira. His Mira is in his 8th house, the house that rules death, and it conjuncts her Lachesis death asteroid in her 12th house, the house of endings. Her Lachesis in the 12th house is in the sign of Taurus, and the body part that Taurus rules is the throat area. Now, her Blow asteroid squares his Pluto 1 degree in the 11th house in Leo, ruled by the sun. The Blow asteroid has to do with failures and mistakes or physical fights, and it can also represent a blow to your life or a blow to your body. Squared by his Pluto 1 degree. Pluto, the modern ruler of death. Now, I said before that Pluto is in Leo, ruled by the sun, and his sun and her sun are both in their 4th houses natally, and the 4th house rules the home and the family. Now, his Chiron conjuncts her Phoenix asteroid 2 degrees. Chiron brings pain to whatever it touches, more often than not. I've done so many charts, and very rarely do I see Chiron as a healer. Phoenix is a death asteroid. So his Chiron conjuncting her Phoenix 2 degrees, that translates into a painful death. It's moving right along. It's like I've said before, plugging pieces into a puzzle and the picture is forming. His Pollux star conjuncts her Venus 2 degrees. Pollux is an asteroid, a fixed star that has to do with cruelty, brutality, and it could also mean death. His Pluto opposes her moon, 0 degrees. You can't get tighter than that. That's a really strong orb, the tightest actually. And Pluto opposing her moon, that's very damaging to the other person emotionally, and it's an explosive relationship. His Pluto also conjuncts her sun, 5 degrees, and that's a lot of control issues. Now, his Mars, the lower octave of Pluto, conjuncts her Folsum, 1 degree, and his Attica conjuncts her descendant by 1 degree. Folsum and Attica are asteroids that have to do with prison. And since his Attica is conjuncting her descendant by 1 degree, whatever touches your descendant from the other person, you'll receive those energies. And it also, his Mars also conjuncts her Folsum, so that's extra fire and power. And it's at 1 degree, that's tight. His Jupiter is in the 12th house of endings, conjuncting a star called Eta Hefera, 0 degrees. I have explained before that Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and it magnifies whatever it touches. So in this case, Eta Hefera represents the energies of profound lying, scandals. Eta Hefera is in the constellation of Leo, which is ruled by the sun. This star has also been called Alsurfa, the funeral pyre. Now, to finish this off, his Neptune in the 1st house conjuncts her Nessus and Agamemnon by 2 degrees. Nessus has to do with abuse. And Agamemnon is an asteroid that has to do with senseless violence. It's in her Nessus, and Agamemnon is in the 5th house, which rules children. Now, his Neptune conjuncting that has to do with, there's illusions and deceptions there and fogginess. So, that's all I have. Now, I also did her and Patsy's Synastry chart, and there was a lot of, I found Patsy covering things up. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back again soon with more Synastry charts. And hit the subscribe button if you're interested in hearing about more in the future.